There you go. There you go. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. As they say, you ain't gotta guess who's back, you see? Um we're here again. I hope everybody had a good holidays. Everybody referring to the two viewers that have found out that we're back we're back again. All right, all right. Well, I did write environment design today, but I also did write at the speed of a character designer, so you know that we're gonna start with some figures. Um, yup, yup. Maybe this one. I think I like the idea of doing some clothed figures this morning. Just so we get a little bit of that fashion that fashion sense back up and running as well. There's one we can do. And then, okay, let's maybe say 9 o'clock, we're done warming up and we try to go into 3D to do some environment design. Because that's the agreement, you know. And I'll give you some figures to look at while we're waiting for me. But if that's the agreement, we know we'll get to the environment design, and we know I get to do my morning figures, my little warm up. All right, that's a fun one. Cool, cool. Let's get going here. What up, Quack? How you doing? How were your holidays? Oh, actually, I didn't draw too much over the holidays, which felt a little strange. I guess I needed the break. Happens from time to time. Usually I just power through, but this time I listened to it. I took that break. Okay, so I want to do that pose, and I want to do this outfit I had over here. Yeah, I thought that was fun. A break's a break. I don't know. There's a lot of like hustle culture in art, right? A lot of like grind set culture. Um, Sometimes you get a sense that some people just don't take breaks, and I was on that for a while, honestly, on the not taking breaks thing. But it gets exhausting. Okay, are you ready for the strat? I know I want to draw this pose, but I don't feel warm for it yet. So we're gonna just go around drawing some other junk until I feel like we can pull it off, and then we return. It burns like hell. The not taking breaks, yeah, yeah. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. Let's watch those proportions a little bit. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. Proportions all over the place, man. All right, all right. Leg's a little too long here. And let's do another one. You ever been properly burned out? I had a while where I was like, that's not a thing. There's no way that's a thing. People are coming up, people are inventing that. There's no burnout. Um, But I do get those periods of time where it just sucks to put in work, where it's just rough. Which, to be fair, I think is what people talk about when they mention burnout. And sometimes a break helps a little, but man, for me, it tends to come down to you kind of have to work through it a little bit. And you work through it not to push beyond plus ultra Detroit Smash 100. Um, you work through it just by working at a pace that is sustainable to you. Keep doing a little bit on all your work days, and then over time, the burnout just it dissipates a little bit. At least that's been my experience with it. It's good to take a break, but you can't go on a break forever, right? At some point, you gotta get back into it. You don't understand how people can get art block. Art block. Wow. Um, I guess it's just people not knowing what's interesting or fun for them to draw. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think it's hard to put my finger on it as well. Um, what is art block? When do you have art block? But I do know that sometimes doing art is sucky. Sometimes it really feels like, and that's where it hits me. It feels like for an extended period of time that you're just worse than you used to be. And when it starts feeling like that, it starts being like, well, it's a little sucky doing art these days. And once it starts being a little sucky doing art, I can understand why some people kind of stop for a little while. I think something like that is my best bet of what it is. You've never experienced something like that? I'm actually having that a little bit these days. That feeling that the drawings just aren't really turning out, which is probably part of why I really needed that break. Uh, what did I say? 9. I have 30 minutes. 30 minutes to make one of these work. Anyway, I don't necessarily tend to call it art block. Um, because I'm very like, there's always a way to kind of fight it. There's always a way to do a little bit of something about it. And so sometimes when people talk of art block, it feels like a little bit defeatist to me. Like it's just, oh, I'm cooked. There's nothing I can do. I'm done. There's no more art. I guess I'm out of the game. And that just doesn't resonate with me very much. Oh, that's a big ass message. Boop, 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 boop. Right, right. No, that is good. That's good. Well, then maybe you've experienced it yourself. Maybe you had that point in time where you had art block. And that's all well and good. I also am like, oh, failing's fine as long as I can learn from what I do wrong. I think when it really gets nasty is when you have that feeling that you're trying to apply lessons learned from what you're doing wrong, and you're trying to observe what makes a drawing worse than another one, and you're you are keeping an eye on your failings, how you can do better. But still, it feels like your drawings are just turning out worse than they usually do. Anyway, I think the best approach is just to push through it. Push through it at a pace that seems manageable. Let's see. His legs are a bit big. I want them to be a bit big, but within reason. I need a better simple mannequin. We've been working on the complex one. I need a better simple one to default to. And maybe this one's fine. Maybe it's fine for a simple mannequin, and the reason I don't like it is because it's simple and I want to go more complex. Might be something like that. It's definitely a mental thing. Not improving at something you try hard at is the worst feeling. I think you just understood art block. I think you've gained like a knowledge point plus one wisdom or something. I think that's exactly what art block is. And it's a mental thing. It's a mental block you hit when you bang your head into the same wall, or when you actually when you actually study the wall and try to figure out how to tear it down for a long time but don't make any progress. It's a shitty feeling. But I think the best we can do is to keep going. Just quietly chip away at the wall. Stare at the wall a little bit. Keep staring, even though it feels like shit. Take your breaks, but come back to it. Lift the head a little bit. We always try to lock in a little bit for the face. Oh, come on. Alrighty, alrighty. I wanted this pose to work. Let's try and return to that one. I think the main thing I missed out on in the first go of things was the gesture. It's got this nice back and forth and S curvy gesture. That feels important to the pose and got lost in the first one, right? And strangely, this girl in this pose has very tucked elbows. Something I always watch out for and typically makes the pose look unnatural. But it's kind of just the case for this one. This one a little less than the other one. And she's a little out of balance. Do we feel the S curve? I think we feel the S curve. And this time, we can stretch the legs a bit. Probably curving the leg too much. We can exaggerate the curve in the panned leg if we need to. But her actual leg should probably be a bit straighter. And I had an outfit I wanted. That one. Yeah, okay. Let's think. Hoping I can make this one work within the next 15 minutes because I had a little demo that I wanted to do before we started on the environment design. those eyes, those eyebrows. S curve, S curve. Push the gesture a little bit. And we're wearing like a winter or fall jacket. Also, what I really liked about this reference image I found is she's got like a dog with her. There's a lot of like character in this image. Also, wait. If we're gonna make it a hound piece, which we are, let's not give her a little tiny whatever dog. If we're gonna make it a hound piece, let it be a Doberman, right? Yeah, man. They mean business. Let's find some Doberman pinchers. If I could find one walking towards the camera, that'd be great. There we go. My dog visual library isn't very strong, so this one's a tricky one. This one's running. We just want to walk. How big is a Doberman Pinscher? Let's ask Google. Big, big, like half of, like more than half of a human. They're huge, man. Yeah, it sells the concept better as well. It's like a big dog. And let's just find a way to like work in progress that. Good, good. Caucasian Shepherd dogs are massive. Oh, they are. Whoa, that's insane. But also, they're a little too cute, I think, for what I'm going for. Um, the Doberman Pinscher is more of like a, I don't know. It just looks more dangerous, right? Shape language, shape design wise, it's much sharper. It just looks like it's gonna fuck you up, right? And that's kind of what we want. That's kind of the vibe we want. Um, like a hellhound. Yeah, exactly. Like a fucking hound doom. Like a hound doom. What's the or it's I'm thinking what the devolution's name is. Houndour? No. What's the first one? Been too long. Been too long. Oh wait, it's not even Houndoom I was thinking of. Wait, it is, and it is Houndour. I'm a genius. Okay, never mind. I'll take the win. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Houndour. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. It feels like such a cheap shot to give them horns. Like it's such a cheap strat to make a character look like menacing. But but admittedly, I don't have too much time before I'd like to move on to just the environment design for the day. Let's just grab this girl. Let's just Oh, yeah. Let's just make her the entire page. Get rid of the other junk. Cool. Anything I'm noticing here? She's off balance. She's definitely off balance. What about now? I buy it. I buy it. Of course, I mean, she's walking. She can be off balance. Just a little bit. Walking is a series of controlled falls, right? Little bit of flourish on the just something on the tail of the dog here. And actually, oh man, I wanted to, yeah, that's what we wanted. Yeah. The double Pringle tail. Probably. I mean, yeah, something like that. Arcanine is a gigantic dog. Yeah. But again, Arcanine is more like that Caucasian Shepherd you showed me than like a Doberman Pinscher, right? Arcanine is a gigantic dog, but also Arcanine is friend shaped, you know? And if not friend, why friend shaped? There's something about characters holding like everyday consumerist props that makes them feel more alive. Like every time I give a character a soda can, I'm like, yeah, this is more of a person now. Considering glasses, the reference has glasses. But I don't know, I'm not sure. We're close. Some of this is working. I think that's what we want. And this pleat here. I know it's 9. I know it's 9. 15 more minutes. 30 more minutes. I swear we'll move on to some environment design. Huh? Oh, don't do that. Refer only to editing area. Why I can't... Okay, good, good. Oh, it's because I have an area scaling on. There you go. We're going for, okay, what's this character? What's this character? This character is posh. No, no, high ranking. No, no. She's like rich, nouveau rich gang leader type. That's who she is. Nouveau rich gang leader type. She's got to be like bionically engineered somehow. We're gonna find out where that's gonna come in. And then, I mean, evidently, obviously, she's gonna be ripped. Because that's what you do when you're nouveau rich. Like a mob boss. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a mob boss. You're getting it. Let's think here. Let's think here. That's going forward. That's going. Yeah, sure. Yeah. What did I say? There's going to be a pocket here. Drapery is always tricky, man. Drapery is always tricky. Okay, this is going all right. Uh, let's see here. Hi, Restart Puffs. How you doing? How y'all doing? My art looks so good. Oh, thank you so much. Anatomy is peak. Thanks, thanks. I try, I try. Is that my persona? I guess it is. I guess it is. Now, Fugi is a word I've never heard. But it's like a little mascotty character thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got it. Um, let's see here. Let's just polish this up a little bit if we can. It's a little PNG tuber thing I made. Come on, come on. Looks cute. Oh, the dreaded ad break. Love the spray can. Yeah, he's aspirational in that sense. I don't do graffiti, but I think it's dope as fuck. It's just really cool, you know? So real. Oh, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, wait, give me a second. That feels better. Yeah, sure. Feels a little better. Maybe. Seems to largely work. Okay, and then I don't. Okay, we're gonna have to incorporate the sharpness into the lapels of the suit. Just gonna have to happen. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Remember going to a spot on the road that had graffiti walls of art. One of the sickest things you've seen in Jersey. That sounds awesome, man. Yeah. Are you from Jersey or were you traveling? It sounds dope. Uh yeah, we're gonna yep. Okay. And then let's spend a little bit of time on that face. Spend a little bit of time on that face. Um I got hella distracted by this one drawing. I was supposed to do environment design. Oh well, I mean I have all day, so it's like fine. There's surprisingly a lot of graffiti art around your area. Did I read the surprisingly correct? Because I would have guessed personally. I would have guessed that there probably would be. Oh, whoops. Mm, not really. Fair enough. Fair enough. Just gathering some references for the face. I still often struggle doing a good one without. And also, wait, but I also have yes, yes, okay. Oops, wrong layer. I guess we'll try that again, huh? Oh shit, give me a second. I think that's right. No, no. Yeah, pretty good on that. Okay. Um, and now just the brows. I find that there's like a huge amount of appeal to be gained from just doing very intentional shapes for uh the brows of your characters. I don't know. It just feels like there's like a lot of polish that you um polish and appeal in just like the specific shapes of the marks used in the face area. That's good enough for me for right now. I haven't even gotten to the beginning of the demo that I want to make today yet. So. And then let's see. Actually, the browser will allow a perspective, it seems. Maybe I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Kinda tripping, to be honest with you. So hair and horns. So new money in the world of Hound doesn't have access to the liquid chrome material. So if new money is wearing horns, it's like they're made out of iron. They're probably cast iron. And they don't have that fluidity to the shapes that wait, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's my bad. The new money actually exactly has access to that liquid metal. Yeah. Okay, so that means we need to go Y3K on their asses here. That's my bad. I messed up the world building for a little bit there. That's correct. This is correct. Meaning the glasses should be that same feeling. Let's find some metal heart shapes. They look like that. So what if we actually went a little bit rounder on the shape language here? Like something like that. Yep, there you go. There you go. It's a pity what that's going to do to the brows. Maybe it's fine. That's exactly the shape language that we want to see. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Low key getting somewhere. Of course, I want to repeat that somewhere else. I don't want that to be the only place um where we see that shape language, but it's the start. Wrong. I want this. I want to see you again. Um, it's gonna be wearing some sort of purse, right? Um, that's what that is. Basic as hands and hair, then the demo, the fucking demo. I'm being all dramatic about how I'm getting distracted, but I'd actually rather be working on this thing anyway. What do we think of that hand? Well, first of all, forearm is too long. Let's start there. Arm is too big. Let's start there. And now what do we think? We think the hand is a little too big and a little too inelegant. Yeah, I don't like the gesture. Not getting it right. Buh, 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 buh. Try again. We'll try again. And this gesture I'm actually kind of fine with. Cool. There's something about a hand holding several props that seems so natural to me that it makes the piece feel more alive. And this might be like a strange Jacob thing. Hands are the most difficult thing for sure, but I love drawing them. Um, this might be like a strange Jacob thing, but I feel like, I really do feel like when I see a hand holding several props at once, because it's such a, and it happens not when you're posing for a photo, but so many times during the day I'll be like triple wielding in the same hand a bunch of different shit while um trying to navigate my phone or whatever. It just feels like such a natural thing that I didn't think about for art until I saw it once in somebody's drawing. Um, and now I frequently try to create opportunities for it if I can. I don't think the pinky would be long enough to reach all the way around there, but this, I can see that happening. Yeah, but I'd definitely say hands are the hardest thing for me to draw. Right? Right? Yeah, yeah. Maybe faces. No, wait, yeah, faces get them. Yeah, faces win. Faces are more difficult. But then it's easily hands. No doubt about what's third place. Or what's second place. Third place, I don't know. Knees? Knees are tough. Right. Give me a second. And bit skinnier on these fingers, bit longer on these fingers. Try to buff the elegance factor a little bit if we can. There you go, there you go. What do we do? What do we do with that? I want this to maybe, okay, hear me out. Cropped sleeves, cuffed with some of that liquid metal shape work. Right? Um, Exact shapes, I don't know, but it's something like that. Then we get the contrast. We get skinny arms all of a sudden. Listening on. What does that mean? Oh, I see. I think breasts are pretty hard to draw. I mean, sure. I don't think it's that bad. Just need a like a decent understanding of like physics, gravity, squash and stretch, movement, follow through. I guess that's a good tip for drawing breasts is learn a little bit of not anatomy. Animation is what I wanted to say. Of course, you got to learn a little bit of anatomy too, but that wasn't the point here. Yeah, sure. That's a haircut, sort of. I need to figure out about the exact shapes of this hair here, but you know. I think that was a good solve to the jacket. I like that. Okay. So we're obviously not done, but I think we have enough silhouette soon to do that demo I keep saying I wanted to do. And this strap here. And we'll figure out exactly. I think we need to shrink this just to give some space for the dog. And there's some overlaps here that we need to figure out. But for now, let's hide the dog, the nasty dog, doggy dog, and then farm a clip. Is this enough to give me the silhouette? It might be. Let's just do that one check around the perimeter. Yeah. Yeah. Close as many gaps as we can. I mean, looks like a silhouette to me, no? Nope. We're close, we're close. And there it is. Let's see. No, this is fine, this is fine. If you're here live, you can try to guess what the demo is about, because the marks that I'm making here will give you like a pretty strong indication. We're just gonna go throughout most of the design at the very least, and do these marks here. How to do lighting and shading? It's a little bit more specific than that. It's a little more specific. There's a specific concept for lighting and shading that got some questions on recently on the Instagrams. And though I did my best to explain in message form, I think it deserves a video just to explain this concept. There you go. It has to do with lighting and shading, for sure. Hint. There's a specific fiscal concept that relates to each and every single mark that I'm putting down right now. There's a couple things. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. There's a specific point on the form that I'm placing every single mark right now. Actually, I misplayed that one. Give me a second. Okay. Did I do a decent job of that? It's okay. Um. Gets the point across, I think. And then let's do a couple of other ones. And then let's see. We're gonna give it away here. Maybe. Yeah, there you go. And yeah. Okay, here we go. Maybe they're not. Is it midtones? It's not midtones. It starts with an F. All right, I really don't mean to be this dramatic, but I'm gonna keep you guessing, because I quickly I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, and we're back, and we're back. I need to do just a couple more things. Let me think. So there's that. I'd like to show this too. I'd like to show this later. I'd also like to show all right, let's be a little bit more strict with it. Okay, we live. The audio's working and everything. I'm gonna check because I'd hate for it to not be. Yep. We're good. We're good. Recently, I've gotten a couple questions on Fresnel and the Fresnel effect. Now, the Fresnel effect is the physical concept that when light bounces off a surface at a shallow angle, it loses less energy than when it bounces off a surface at a steeper angle. Okay, so this would be the shallower angle, this would be the steeper angle right now. Meaning if we have a light over here and we have a surface here, the reflection that bounces like this is stronger than the reflection that bounces like this. That's really a useful concept to know of for us artists. Why? Because it means that reflections are stronger around the edges of objects. Reflections are stronger on planes that are turned more away from us. Reflections are stronger on planes that are more tangent to our line of sight. Okay? And I've drawn this little chart here. And this little chart, first of all, I had this character. And then I went ahead and did like a Fresnel pass on her. I marked all the zones, all the sections where there would be Fresnel. Right? It is all the way around the edges. Any reflection would be stronger. All right. Let me just open up a different file to put that into context a little bit. It's a big file. And we need to find this one. All right, so you've seen this drawing recently, maybe. And when I drew this character, I explained the concept of Fresnel. And I showed you how, on a glossy surface, the reflections of light sources are way stronger near the edges of the surface. I showed you how on a metallic surface, you also have this Fresnel effect, brightening the contour of the form. And then I applied that to my character, making the edges of the form more reflective. Fresnel, first and foremost, is used like this, we use it to remind ourselves that reflections are stronger near the edges of a surface, and that surfaces are brighter near the edges for that reason. And that this effect is more visible, the shinier, the more reflective the surface is. Sometimes we use it for other reasons. Sometimes we use it for an artistic effect. For example, this Mario from Mario Galaxy has a strong Fresnel around all the edges. Somehow implies that he's in space. This is just to show you that all the white light around Mario here, that's where your reflections on materials you render will be stronger. You don't typically see it as a white glow around every edge, but you see Fresnel through the edges of objects being more reflective. A demo that I like doing sometimes is you can pick up your phone right now and you can just make sure that there's something reflected on the surface of it. And you can notice, let's see if I can make this happen for you guys. Nope, I can't. Well, the more I tilt my phone, the stronger the reflection becomes. You can see it a bit here. You can just see the top of my head there. And as I tilt the phone, that reflection gets stronger and stronger. That's Fresnel. Twitch chat, did that make sense? Does that make sense? You use it mainly in material rendering, but you can also use it to artistic effect, like this Mario screenshot. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to do in 2D today, and I only have 45 minutes. But let's do some environment design. You're familiar with the concept, but have never heard the actual word. I'm a big terminology guy. I don't know, fam. Terminology, it just helps me better understand the concept I'm dealing with, and remember it. It makes it more easy for me to pull it out of the old brain dome when I need it. It's called the Fresnel effect. Yeah. The fact that reflections are stronger near the edges of surfaces is called the Fresnel effect. Let's see if I can get if I can show you guys like a Blender window. I know I can. It's not really a big if. Add a window capture. Here, add a window capture about there. Call it Blender. And then select Blender. There you go. Yeah. How's that looking? Pretty good. There you are. And then obviously what you want that not on top of everything. That's where we want it. Sick. Do Blender with me. I'm not as comfortable in 3D as I am in 2D. That's why the title of the stream that then ended up being about completely different shit. I want to build a city. And I kind of know, I think I know how to do it now. So, wait, what the, hold the phone? There you go, there you go. Yeah, this is great, this is great. Yeah, because I did this test earlier today. It's not the plane. What is this then? There you go. So, let's go ahead and, yeah. Make a plane, stretch it out a little bit, scale this guy up. I have this, I just installed this add-on that works really well. For the exact thing that I want to do here. Let's see. First, wait, actually this is the wrong one, right? I want to do random panels. Yep. That's what I want. Can I just see, this is what I was telling you guys is not super duper comfortable with this software. Random panels, and then and this was right, this was right. And then fewer panels. Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we want. Fewer panels, bigger max panel size. Scale up the amount of cuts up till 12. Seems good to me. And then let's vary the minimum and maximum depth here. Ooh, margin is good. Yeah, give him a bit of a margin. That's sick. And then off, yes, awesome. Okay, so now that's perfect. We do that a couple of times, and these will be my buildings. We're doing a city. Everybody, we're trying to do a city here. I'll just do this a couple of times. Random panels. Do a different amount of offset now so we can see. Oh, whoops. What happened? We messed something up. Okay. Yeah. Give me a second. And then let's reduce the maximum panel size now. So we get some smaller buildings. That's some smaller buildings. Awesome. There's another one. And this is more like freestanding buildings. Let's just start with that, why don't we? I'll get rid of all the floor. Don't need the floor. Awesome sauce. Now, let's grab this guy, add a curve modifier. Around, you know it, this curve. And look at that. Now, nope, was the right one, was the right one. Now I think we can just kind of like scale our way out of this. Would you look at that? That's okay. There's a little bit of freaky geometry here and there. But that mostly works. And let's try to add the same modifier. Can you just copy and paste modifiers? Is that what you do? No. How is it you copy and paste the modifier? That one we're gonna have to Google. But this looks roughly how I want it to look. Blender, copy and paste modifier. Don't give me images, give me everything. Control L? Control L! Whoops. Wait. Freaky. Actually, I kind of suspected that. I guess that's not the case, huh? I kind of wanted to leave the middle empty. Oh, crazy. Got a fun little leg cramp there. So I select you, and then I select you, and then I control L link modifiers. Copy modifiers. And then we get this. Right, and then I can do that. And that kind of actually looks more like what I wanted in the beginning. Yeah, let's do it like that actually instead. Let's duplicate that. And then that's the geometry we want. Okay. Group these guys. Yeah. There you go. Move it down a little bit. And then this guy, I wanted this guy to be more of like buildings. These are supposed to be fourths, so I'll just correct that real quick. They are supposed to be fourths, right? Pretty sure. Give me a second, let me find my world building document that I have with my friend. I'm gonna have to send him a message. I think they're fourths. I think they're fourths. Oh, it's Control P parents, right? There you go. City split into 4 parts. Lovely, lovely. And then it's split into 2. Okay. Well, then we just group the fourths. We're going to be doing 2 then. Both ideas are worth exploring, bro says. We'll do that. Let's grab all of the base ones. And actually, let's grab everything, parent it to the center. Did I not do that right now? Grab everything. Loop in parents. That's bad. Then let's clear all parents. And then let's grab everything, parent it to the guy in the middle. Whoa, whoa, would you look at that? That's crazy, isn't it? So this one is spaced out version. Let's just hide that one for now, and let's work with the tightly knit one. That's fun. This is crazy. Sorry, guys. You ready for the city to be moving in constant motion? That'd be crazy, huh? Why did I do this? What did I want to achieve? Well, I'll tell you. I wanted 2 different versions. I wanted one called 2 districts and one called 4 districts. Yeah. And let's work with 2 districts, 1 first, which means we just join these, we join these, we join these guys, and we join these guys. And then we're talking about like a pretty classical high and low city sort of situation. And then in the center of the city, we have the old city. This is from, well, this was bombed once. And then the outer city was built around it, right? So I'm thinking one way to show that is what we're doing right now. Placing the original city way below the new city, right? Now we put a Boolean on this. And take one out of the other. This is Boolean cylinder 1. And what we can do with you is make you just a bounding box. Cool. Now we can move you around, scale you up and down, and we'll move the cutout of the central city, right? Great. Now, actually, let's grab that same cylinder. Make it a cylinder again. Wait, no. Is there a, just in case, is there a torus? No, not a torus. I wanted a pipe option. I don't see a pipe option immediately. We'll do another cylinder. And we'll just cut a hole in it real quick. Delete these faces. Join these faces. Great, awesome. We have a pipe. Base pipe. We're gonna go ahead. Hey, Vipper, how you doing? Look at us in 3D and everything. I think actually I like the wall to be thinner, because I feel like that implies scale. And oh, I don't like, I didn't intend to press that button. You're in my base collection. I'd like you to not be. I'd like you to be in 2 districts collection. There you go. Yeah, you know, I think I've said, thanks for asking. I'm good. Happy New Year. Oh, so many messages. Yeah, everything's good. Doing 3D now. I think I've said this before, right? But my education isn't 3D. Motherfucker. I just prefer 2D generally. There you go. And let's scale this outward to get like a, I like that shape to the wall. Copy that, scale it for the city wall proper. How's my New Year started out? 5 days. We're 5 days into the new year already. Can you believe that? That's like crazy. That's like, yeah, and what is that? 360 divided, that's 1/63rd of the year. That's crazy. Already 1/63rd in, man. Unbelievable. It's been good. The years, it's been good. Yeah. New Year's was great. I played D&D with some friends. Had an awesome time. How do you do this again? Alt J? No. Control. Blender split mesh. Thank you very much. Just P. Yeah, thank you. No, generally having a good time this year. It's been great. Could I? No, let's just manually move some of these faces. In the direction of the normal. Yep. Awesome. And how many of these guys do I want to have around the city? Let's start with 8, meaning 45-degree rotation. Add an empty. Now, okay, so this will be a lot of just like saying basic Blender commands because I have to think about them and I don't really properly know them. So it's like an unfriendly Blender for beginners stream. Add a modifier, add like an array, an object offset, pick the empty to be the object offset, rotate the empty 45 degrees. And then what did I do wrong? I didn't apply the scale, probably. I didn't apply the location to deltas. That's not what it is. There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah, okay. There you go. Now I'm like, I think the contrast between the two zones of the city could be more interesting. So let's grab like everything, duplicate it, and move it to 2 districts more class struggle. And save the file, because I haven't done that yet at all, and that's stupid. And I'll get to your message in a second. 3D. This'll be City 1. You're more of a ZBrush guy, I see. Oh, only 3 years of Blender. Blender for 3 years. I don't have 3 years in Blender. You've been in 3D for a while then. Shade auto smooth. Thank you very much. Yes, that's what we want. So I was like, maybe we straight up like that. R around said 180. Nope, not 280, 180. And how do I want to do this? I want to do a new division. Been a 2D, 3D generalist since 2007 or 8-ish. I think this is going to be interesting. Nope, not the one I was going for. I was going for that one. Yep. Is that going to be straight? Kind of looks like it, man. That'd be awesome. Whoops. Let me just delete that, please. Got him. And get back to everything. Now we lower this. We lower all of this. And I had duplicated it for some reason. Wait, did I not move you? Oh, I had everything selected, so everything's got a duplicate. God damn it, what do we do? You're in 2 collections. Okay, I messed up a little bit. It's fine. What I really wanted to do was not this. Let's just go back to before the split. Like 5 minutes of work. I can't go back to before the split. Whatever, we'll reconstruct it. We'll reconstruct it. That's what I thought. So okay, I got it. I got it. Trust I got it. Grab these, move them to this one. Yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. Grab this duplicated, move it to that one. And then we've preserved everything. Got it all under control. Now we can grab these ones, lower them here. And this, I think this is going to result in some cool world building. Or yeah. Look at that. And shade that auto smooth. Oh, sculpting. I don't even sculpt. Anything I can sculpt, I'd rather draw, you know? But sometimes 3D is really freaking fast for really freaking fast for modeling, architecture, stuff like that. And there's so much time to spare, so much time to save, sorry. It's just not always worth it to draw every single thing. I'd be a shoo-in. Yeah, I think to my knowledge, that's completely fine. Use of that. Maybe, yeah. Not what we wanted to do. Why are you not in that? I'd like you to be in that collection. Move you to that collection, please. Yep. No, I think I do absolutely fine sculpting. Yeah, it's really like a... I do 3D when it can save me a lot of trouble. And still at this point, when it comes to like big architectural shit like this, it does save me a lot of trouble. And now There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at the contrast. Look at the contrast. Um, Now I would want to apply your modifiers and grab these guys. Um, and put some edge loops on them. My goal is drawing. Drawing concept is part of it, but more so it's literally just drawing. It's comics, it's figure drawing, and I don't think I don't think 3D is necessarily a good foundation for 2D. No, I think there are things that you learn when learning 3D that are good for 2D, but 2D is the foundation for 2D. Now you can study 3D with 2D drawing and get 2D progress. I think rarely does 3D, apart from maybe potentially from a design perspective, actually boost your 2D. Actually teach you 2D. It teaches you skills that are then also sometimes useful in 2D. I'm looking to use 3D to do some concept art faster than I would if I were to do 2D. I'm looking to do 3D for exactly what I'm doing right now, which is developing an IP and doing that faster than if I were to try to draw this. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm a real nitpicker in the way I talk about art. There you go. And you know what could also be cool? Is grabbing this, trying to run that random loop extrude on it. Not random loop extrude, but the one that I actually know already, which is this one. With an offset something like 0.1. This is not doing what I want it to do. Let's try that again. Let's first then let's run that random panels thing. Now this is not really doing anything. I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why. Oh, because, okay. I really thought I'd... Mainly as studies and observation. Yeah. That's how I see it. At least. I don't know, maybe something about like the transforms need to be applied or something. I don't quite know this plugin yet. Okay, so it's definitely something about that mesh was bad. Um, where's my scale? There's my scale. Lower that margin. I think that looks cool. I wonder if you would let me do. City starting to look cooler? Nice, nice. It's actually centered around like a huge sort of nuclear explosion that happened at some nondescript point in time. And then after that huge explosion, they build a city around it because in the wreckage of the huge nuclear explosion is a whole bunch of valuable energy generating crystals. Nope, not what we meant to do. There it is. So, okay, I'm like, couldn't it be cool if people have decided to start building up the, like illegally, up the wall a little bit? Let's apply these transforms. Yep. We're gonna refine this idea, but you know, it would be something like this, and then the further up you got, I want less and less. Apply all transforms, and let's put the origin to the geometry, and then let's spin it around the, what's that? Which one is that? The x-axis, 180 degrees. Less and less of these buildings the further up you go. Something like that. That's a crazy sentence. You think you've done a piece of concept art where the cities were all built around large hadron colliders, and due to boson particle 3D printers that were now instantaneous and handheld? Okay, bro. Okay, little bro. I'll have what he's having. Um, something like that. Something like that. You would probably, and I wonder if I can just, I wonder. I kind of need to move on with my day in a second, but let's just see if we can't get Oh, so close. What happened? Almost got there. Oh, wait. No. This is gonna work. I swear this is gonna work. I swear to you it's gonna work. Um, you do this. You do this. And then you apply all transforms. Holy shit, he did it. Something like that. Can you link it here? Yeah, sure, man, sure. Starting to like how this is looking. Now, one more thing that we need here. And I will do this before we end the stream. Is this unfinished bridge. This unfinished bridge here. This one is quite important for the concept because cursor to selected and origin to 3D cursor and scale it down a little bit. Oops, add over. Yeah, you can link it, it's fine. These guys have a bunch of riches and shit. The city gate is actually down here. Horrible urban planning, right? City gate is supposed to be down here. So for a long time, for these guys to get their shit, they shipped it through this place. I think that's my current understanding of the situation. And then these guys down here start taxing the shit that's shipped through their backyard. And then these guys go, oh no, that's bad. And they start trying to build a bridge to get the resources out in a different way. without taxation. And blah, 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 chaos ensues, right? Okay, anyway, I think that's going to be about all that I get done today. Send a little screenshot of this. Block out. Looks hella dope. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm looking at Vibber's ArtStation concept. It's got some crazy geometry, let me tell you that. Crazy geometry. All right. Well, I'm already 15 minutes over. That's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this this unconventional stream from your character design streamer. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining. We are back, and we will be resuming regular scheduled stream hours, which is every morning, my 8 a.m. we get going. See you guys in the next one. Until then, have a good one.